What's up, fam? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Come talk some sports with us. We got Phillies talk, Sixers talk, Eagles talk. Here we go.
I mean, how silly is that, man? We're talking about practice.
The Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions. Eagles fans everywhere, this is for you. Let the celebration begin.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of A2D Wednesday Nights, brought to you here on A2D Radio. Every week, we're brought to you by our doc, Mika Mueller's, Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy. You can find him there on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. As always, Ryan Elizik, Rob Brinkman, I'm Greg Milakovic. Might see the boss man tonight. Who knows? Putting the kid to bed. We'll see how that goes. Later in the show, we'll touch on a little bit of Jalen Carter rumors. We'll see what's going on with that and what our thoughts are around that. The LeBron James drama. This is really weird. Shocker. LeBron James is centered around drama. We'll discuss it. We'll look forward to it. We'll touch on it there later in the show. Phillies, second half trade deadline coming up. 3 weeks away. Second half preview coming up. But our main topic at hand is the pitiful disgrace of the Phillies players last night at the All-Star game. Cristopher Sánchez gets lit up. Well, not even lit up. He just walks into everybody last night in the All-Star game, which leads us to our poll question. Gentlemen, the Phillies hosted the best All-Star game festivities in recent memory. Do you agree or disagree? Let us know. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, that's where we're live. You can find us everywhere you get your podcasts as well. Join the conversation. Share the show. I know we haven't been on for a couple of weeks, so we had to jump in this week, get back in front of you guys. We missed you. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everybody had a good 4th of July. I was up there in hot-ass New Jersey. I got so fried. My top half got so fried. It was disaster. My buddy, I was staying with a buddy, lost power Saturday night. So you get fried Friday, fried Saturday at the parties, and you go home and try and sleep in a guest bedroom with no power. Like, this is not good for the big man. Not good for the big man. But no, it was a good time. Always love being up there. But here we go. To the poll question. I absolutely agree here to me. I mean, this is an absolute agree. And I'm going to take it a step further for a second. I'm going to give a round of applause to the whole city of Philadelphia for the last 3 weeks, month. I mean, we had the World Cup, you had America 250, 4th of July, and then obviously you had the All-Star game. And the city of Philadelphia, the country of Philadelphia, flat out blew it out of the park. Everything was awesome. Everything was awesome. There wasn't a problem to be had. I was at one of the Phillies games when I was up there, and yeah, it was the hottest day of the year, and we got shelled because we still throwing out Ron Hell every 5 days. But that was still, you always love being at the bank for a game. But the way the stadium looked all weekend or all week was incredible. The decals, like the All-Star game logo out there in the middle, was awesome. Every time you watched it on TV, whether you were watching the Home Run Derby or you were watching the actual game last night, every time they panned out, the city just put on a show in the background between the sky and the skylines that we know that city produces. I mean, that was incredible. And I'm not an All-Star guy. I hate all All-Star games. I hate all All-Star festivities. But that was incredible. Whatever changes they made to the Home Run Derby made it watchable again. And then the Philly fans, I know I crush them a lot, especially Eagles fans. But those fans were top-notch all weekend, all week. It was incredible. I can't agree more. Philly hosts the World Cup and the All-Star game every year. Let's just do it. Just do it. What do you guys say?
I mean, sure. The recent memory. I mean, there was the best home run derby in recent memory.
It sure was.
The game. I mean, yeah, those changes they made to the home run derby were excellent. As far as the All-Star game, I mean, it was kind of meh.
Yeah, the game sucked.
The game sucked, meh. But, I mean, sure, I'll agree. I mean, it helped that the tickets were so expensive.
Yeah.
Kept the riffraff out. I'm sure the tickets were expensive for the World Cup as well. But yeah, kept the.
Did you see that one random seat up in 410 was like for $102K for the game?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. That's crazy. I wish I would have won the lottery.
Yeah, right.
To get the
Rob,
tickets.
did you get over for any of it? Did you get tickets?
No.
Being a season ticket holder?
No, I think I had a chance to go to the home run derby.
Okay.
But if I knew they were going to be that expensive, I would have
gotten them and then resold
them and sold them. And if I knew it was going to be that cool, I would have went.
I had a buddy turn out that he was able to get into the home run derby. He didn't have tickets, but he had like a supplier friend or whatever was able to get him into the derby. And then my best friend, who I went up to see, told me today that they were at the All-Star game last night, and they had a fourth ticket. They had a fourth ticket that they were like, "Who are we going to use?" And I'm like, "Mother."
Go in. Yeah, gotta go. Stand for it. You're better off.
Yo, no, 100%.
Yeah.
But what's funny though is there was a heavy debate of me staying another week, just because I left Wednesday. Right, Saturday was the UFC event, which was a huge event, and my one buddy's a huge McGregor glazer, right? So he was having a party. It was so anticlimactic, but awesome at the same time. Yeah. And then obviously being around the city for the All-Star festivities, even though I wasn't necessarily going, but maybe to be in that situation. Of course, I don't, and here we are.
Yeah, so I won the lottery for the home run derby and the futures game. But I won like I could have sat like at the top of the stadium at both of them.
Okay.
Maybe not even the derby. Maybe it was just the futures game and like that village, the All-Star Village thing.
Okay.
Which a lot of people told me that was cool too for the kids and very interactive and fun. But yeah, I just said, you know what? Because I actually went to the home run derby in 1996.
Okay.
I was 6 years old.
Nice.
Barry Bonds beat Mark McGwire. It was actually on TV, like on MLB Network before the Netflix thing at 8. It was so funny. It was Ellis Burks, Joe Carter, Tomey was in it. I think Albert Bell might have been in it.
That makes sense.
Like, yeah, I love that nostalgia of those like mid '90s.
Yeah, those are good old days.
That were just studs, and everyone forgot about it. It's like, I wonder who those guys are going to be from this era. But, cool. I guess it was the best in recent memory. If they keep the Derby like that, because it's at Wrigley next year, so I'm sure hopefully they get a better game at Wrigley. But they'll have a cool home run derby at Wrigley.
Yeah.
Especially if the wind's blowing out. That'll be cool. But, yeah, hopefully the game just sucked. I think I went to bed, it was 4-0. Like, how do you get shut out in an All-Star game? Like, what are you doing? I get it's the best pitchers, but shut out? Like, really?
Yeah.
You kidding me? Yeah. You kidding me? That's so bad. That's so bad. They should have done the Ghost Runner. They should have started doing the Ghost Runner for the NL. The seventh.
See if they can score. Yeah.
Put Luis Arraez in there to like bunt him over to third, just get a run on the board.
Mm-hmm. Funny. Everything festivities wise and everything around the game and everything that I saw and heard was electric. Absolutely awesome. And really just to concur what you were saying about just the Philadelphia in general this summer has been electric.
Mm-hmm.
With the FIFA didn't want to allow tailgating, they figured out how to make that happen. They were gonna supercharge up the transit set that was like, no, we're not gonna do that. Everything around the All-Star game, like the Miles Teller introduction was awesome.
Yeah.
The players coming out and signing like the Declaration of Independence, like
100%. That was awesome. Absolutely awesome. I missed the Miles Teller. I tuned in. I was binging some other stuff up until 8, so I tuned in about like 7:45, 7:50. Yeah. So I missed the Miles Teller.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. Having Patti LaBelle sing, like that was pretty cool. All the fireworks and stuff that they were doing. The The Sandlot.
I was going to say, come on, Ryan, hit it, Ryan.
Dude. Like, that was absolutely electric. One of my favorite movies growing up as a kid. Like, it was absolutely electric that they did that. The only thing that like kind of sucked, the Netflix. I didn't really like the Netflix coverage of the home run derby. The home run derby itself was awesome, but like them having like Will Ferrell on there, like what? Why? That was kind of stupid. But all right. Jordan Walker, shout out that guy, because I didn't think that there was any chance he was going to clutch up and beat Kyle. Because Kyle put up 11 home runs and 15 swings. Like, that's electric. Like, good for you, dude. That's awesome. Nobody had hit any home runs with the magenta balls, and then he hits 4 in a row or 5 in a row or whatever and wins. All right, 3.
3, because the last one he hit was the white ball.
It was white, yeah, okay. But, still, like, the dude's clutch factor, that's awesome, especially with, like, him getting booed. And the Philadelphia fans absolutely killed it. Yeah. Like, it was absolutely electric. Like, you're booing everybody that isn't Kyle and Bryce. But, like, everybody understood it was just because, we're rooting for our guys. We don't hate you.
Yeah.
And I think the big thing about what's happened this summer is that I think the national media is starting to realize that Philadelphia isn't the shithole that they've been told and led to believe that it is. It's not the 90s vet anymore. Yeah. Right? We're not, there's no jail in Citizens Bank Park, right? Unless you show up wearing a Mets jersey or a Cowboys jersey running your mouth, you're not going to get beat up, right? Like, as long, like, ask Jordan Walker's dad. Like, he was surrounded by Phillies fans all night, and all he had to say was like, "Yo, I loved it. It was awesome. It was great." So, shout out to the entire city of Philadelphia. Outside of the game being kind of crappy and like Chris Sanchez giving up, 3 runs in the first. I think we could talk about him a little bit here in a bit, but outside of Jesus Luzardo, I would have very much liked the Phillies to do a little bit better. But again, the All-Star game, everything around it, just awesome. I wish I could have been able to get over to the All-Star Village, but I heard that was pretty awesome too. I'm I'm kind of jealous I wasn't able to get down there. So
no, absolutely right. I mean, like you said, the Sandlot theme there in the 6th or 7th inning was just incredible. It was just awesome to see it. And something, again, as you get older, you sit there and you're like, those kids will never forget that. Those kids will never forget that moment. And it was just so well done. But then they go and they don't show the Duran entrance. And then you find out that it's the Phillies' fault. The Phillies weren't ready for it.
Oh, Lord.
Like, how are you not ready for your closer to come in from the 7th inning on? This isn't like Ricky Vaughn. I got to grab the 8-track and run to the stereo and plug in the tape and hit play. Like, this is all computer generated. You can't have an extra window open, an extra tab ready to go and say, click play. It's like, I saw a video from the stadium because like you said, Rob, you could have turned it off in the 4th inning. I kept watching because at the point Marsh got taken out and then Harper started swinging, right? And Luzardo pitched. You're like, all right, I got 2 innings left to see Duran. So I'll watch for the national audience to see the Spider Show. Mm-hmm. And then you get nothing. And then you watch, there are a couple videos from people in the stands. The gongs didn't hit till he was already on the mound. Like the Undertaker gongs didn't hit like he's in the bullpen like they usually do. It was such a miss there. Like, how do you not?
Basically, everything that cool happened was orchestrated by MLB, and anything that the Phillies were responsible for sucked.
Pretty much.
That's pretty.
I put a tweet out there. I said you could put the best NL hitters in Citizens Bank Ballpark batting boxes, and they turn into the Phillies lineup. Please.
There was
weak hits, no approaches. Now I'm not going to kill people on approaches in an All-Star game, but
again, like you obviously all the pitchers are very good. There's a reason they're there.
Yeah. Right.
So you can't smoke guys for like seeing 99 with sink and then sliders that move 3 feet. Like I get it, but 15 Ks in an All-Star game, like, come on, dude. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, put the ball in play. Give me a run.
For realistically, the better team. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The National League was the better team.
100%.
If you look up and down.
The coolest thing that happened was the Miguel Vargas ball that hasn't landed yet.
Yeah.
And that was in the 8th inning, and nobody was paying attention at that point.
Yeah.
So, like,
all because Dave Roberts wanted to get his guy the MVP in a losing effort.
More or less. Yeah.
He wanted Robleski to go 2 innings with 6 strikeouts to grab the MVP, and then love how that works out for Dave Roberts, and he gets taken deep.
It was a decent pitch. He hung a slider and absolutely unloaded.
Yeah.
That ball was smoked.
The other thing they missed on the weekend, and it wasn't a big deal because probably 0 people were paying attention to it other than myself, was once they cut away at the MLB draft, once they cut away from the Peacock and the MLB network feeds and they went live streaming, they were breaking down the set from the convention center in the middle of the live stream. Like, you can hear like forklifts and banging on the set to like tear it apart right behind the live stream studio that they had set up. Like, again, I know the MLB draft isn't like the be all end all because it's a long game, right? But it was just like terrible like timing and production. And of course, it's probably just the Philadelphia Unions didn't want to be there, right? The union workers that had to tear down that set that I don't think any player came to was just funny.
I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. The union guys don't want to be there.
Yes, 100%. What up, Dales?
We don't want to be there.
Screw you, Dales. We want Leo. We'll treat him better than you.
Yeah, that was a wild saga. That was a whole wild saga with the Flyers too.
Yeah.
Off the top rope.
As it kept getting deeper, I kept like my hopes kept going up, and of course we were not going to get it. Of course we're not going to get it. Dales half agrees to the poll. We didn't watch the All-Star game, but the home run derby was fantastic. Yeah, absolutely, Dales. Ooh, go ahead, Rye.
Yeah.
I wish we had a sounder. Do we have? Hold on, let me see.
Yeah. Do we have a sounder here?
We have a sounder
for what?
Yes, that's.
I got some breaking Flyers news from ESPN. Just got an alert.
Dales, stay here, Dales.
Flyers have signed.
I don't know that I have a sounder.
No sounder. Just make a buzzing noise with your mouth. Do the ESPN alert. I don't know. Flyers are signing Trevor Zegras to a 4-year deal, average of $9.125 million per year.
That's not new, though.
Well, it just happened.
Yeah, it just
I understand.
Happened.
I mean, it's not. He was on the team before, though.
Right. You know, but again, you get him signed, especially after the Leo Carlson saga, which would have been electric. Shout out Danny Briere for having the balls to do that.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, unfortunately, it didn't work out, which, you know, whatever. But hey, good on you for taking a shot at going after a 1-1 guy, which would be great.
Dropping the nuts on the table, saying, "Hey, call my bluff." Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah. So,
and again, whether it worked out or not, obviously it didn't. But you put the nuts on the table. You showed what you were about, and I'm in full Danny B heel mode. I know we're not going to get too deep in this, but I'm in full Danny B heel mode. Go offer sheet everybody else till we get one, and if we don't, hey, we're still on the short list for Connor McDavid next year. Hey yo.
Hell yeah.
So
absolutely. But yeah. So I mean, you knew Zegras was going to be here. You just didn't know what the number was going to be.
Right.
But I think getting him for 9.125 million per year is, you know, a solid deal. Because again, Zegras was really good last year. Going to be here for 4 years. What is he, like 25? Something like that.
Something like that.
So no, good deal, right? I'm all in. So I like what the Flyers are doing. But again, fun. There you go.
25.
All over. I'm all flyered up, man. Hell yeah. I
Heck
couldn't
yeah.
tell you shit about the Flyers 6 months ago. But here we are.
Heck yeah. No, that's awesome. That's good stuff. Now we just need Drysdale. Drysdale's the next guy.
Yeah, I think
to keep
I saw a little bit from him. He'll be a little less than that. I think he's probably like a 4 or 5.
But like on that thing, you look at what Anaheim, and again, Cutter Gauthier is a bigger scorer, you know, a different type of player than Zegras, but they're going to pay Cutter about 12. And we got Zegras, who can be again, not saying he's going to be that scorer that Cutter is, but he's going to be a top 6 player, obviously, for under 10. So, yeah, good deal right there.
Yes, sir. Especially with the cap going up, too.
Yeah, for sure. Do you guys have any concerns over the Sanchez start? Because that's the only one that, like you said, right? It's tough when you're a starter. It's tough to see a different pitcher every inning. When you're coming in, like that Bryce Harper at bat was disgusting. Cade Smith threw 99 bottom in fastball, and then started his splitter at the same spot. Like, what are you gonna do? So, like, I get it, right? But any worries about Sanchez? Does that worry you at all?
I have some concerns, not necessarily about the All-Star game itself, because you'll see guys in an All-Star game, because I'm sure you guys saw, like, he was like this out in the bullpen, like, and absorbing the moment in there, right? I'm sure he didn't go through, like, he probably tried to do his normal routine as much as he could, but that whole entrance and like introductions and stuff, it took forever.
Yeah.
Right. So who knows when he was actually throwing to warm up out there, like getting long toss in and then going in. Pitching is a lot about routine and habit. So if you get yourself out of that, you can end up having bad results. Now, I'm not necessarily worried about the All-Star game. I'm worried about the couple starts before the All-Star game. Like, he was good in his last one in Detroit. Don't get me wrong. But I think a couple before that, he kind of got lit up a little bit.
Yeah. Kansas City comes to mind.
Yeah, he got lit up in Kansas City. He hasn't been great. Again, he's been really good, but his ERA has gone up like over a full run over his last like couple starts, which isn't good. But you could see in the All-Star game, like he just wasn't sharp, right? He wasn't sharp. He was missing up. He was missing like arm side, which doesn't usually do. Yeah. I know he pulled a couple fastballs or sliders or whatever. He just didn't look good. He didn't look like the Cristopher Sánchez that like we're used to seeing. So it's concerning. Now, the All-Star game itself may have had something to do with the fact that he only had a couple days rest, where he's used to maybe 5. But yeah, I am slightly concerned about his last like 5-ish starts. So hopefully, I don't think he's gonna pitch in New York. I think they're playing New York, the Mets.
Wheeler and Sanchez are saved for the Dodgers.
So hopefully the week that they have to get themselves ready, or have him get himself ready, we'll be able to help him out, because he's going to need to be sharp. We're going to need him going down the stretch, especially if we're only 2 games back at the Braves. So if we have a shot to potentially overtake them at some point, definitely going to need your best pitcher. So,
yeah. Rob, any concerns?
No. 0. None.
Not even from the few starts before the All-Star break? You're good?
No, he pitched Saturday in Detroit. I watched most of it. He was as dominant as ever.
Yeah. Rob, I kind of lean more your way as well.
I hope we don't. If we have to add Cristopher Sánchez to this list of worries, then we got problems. I can't think like that with this team, because I already don't believe in him. I don't believe in him one lick. I don't believe in him one lick. Not one lick am I fooled by this team. Not one lick. So if we have to add Sanchez to my list of concerns, let's just fold it up. Go home.
I'm with you, and if you also look at it too, he's gone through these stretches before where he have 2 or 3 bad starts and then come back and be electric again. And most pitchers do that, right? Kind of to your point though, Rob, like what's magnified to me is you're punting 2 out of every 5 starts with this rotation right now. Mm-hmm. And we're still 2 games back. Like, that's how incredible they've been recently. Because we're punting every Aaron Nola start and every Alhan Rangel start. However say his first name, right? I said it's not Allen, right? But whatever. But you're punting.
Respectfully, Aaron Nola's been a lot better recently than he was at the beginning of the season.
Yes, but you're still punting those starts right now. Instead of 1 of every 5, you're punting 2 of every 5. And I get that things didn't go as planned, but we can't continue this into the second half. We're starting – having no backup plan for Andrew Painter was malpractice, organizational malpractice number 1. Going into the second half of the year, punting 2 of every 5 starts is starting to be organizational malpractice numero uno, like the top of the list. I could deal with everything else if we get a starting pitcher or 2, because you're going to need it, right? You need at least 1. You need at least 1, and it doesn't seem like that's Painter, because I don't think his stats are very good in AAA right now.
No, he's not doing good.
I'm literally about to look it up right now.
Oh, yeah? Okay. But, we're facing the Mets, and Aaron Nola and Rangel are starting 2 of the 3 games, and Luzardo's the 3rd. So we're going into the first series essentially punting 2 of those 3 games. And yet this offense and this team have somehow been electric through the second half of this first half to be 2 games back heading into the second half of the year. Like, that's awesome.
The Phillies have 6 elite players. One of them can only play in the last inning of the game when you're winning.
Yeah.
That's not contender to me. It doesn't scream contender to me.
But Rob, everybody else in the league is just the same spot. As evident by where the Phillies are in the standings.
I get it, but our 5 guys are good enough to outclass teams.
Yes.
Lace up the cleats and get to the playoffs. But they're not going to do anything once they get there.
That's fair.
I'll stand on that hill.
That's fair.
They're gonna go in and face Mizorowski and whoever else that the Brewers have that I can't think of right now, and they're not gonna hit. Or they're gonna play the Dodgers and they're gonna face those elite pitchers and those elite bullpen, and they're not gonna hit. And they're gonna shrink, and it's gonna be the same song and dance that we've seen the past 2 years. Absolutely nothing has happened in this baseball season to prove me otherwise. They always do this. They started fast 1 year. It was I think it was the year they went to the World Series. They started fast, then they kind of scuffled. This team
they went horrific in September.
And then they caught it again and went to the World Series.
Yeah,
this team always starts slow. And they get hot this time of year, and they peak too early, and then in September and October, they got nothing. What always happens. So, unless you're going to throw me, like, quality, big league additions at the trade deadline, I'm not going to change my mind about this team. Everyone texts me, "Oh, what do you mean you don't like the like?" I've seen it all before.
Yeah, can't argue it. You can't argue it.
Stinks. Who's it? This Rincon guy, I actually like him, but he starts in right field. Are you kidding me? Like,
we are. By the way, we are the worst fan base for rookies. You know what I mean? We all sit here and say, 100%. "Oh, let's see if they can prove it," and then like a month in, we're like, "This guy sucks."
But like, it's true. They're not.
But look at Jordan Walker, right? Jordan Walker had 2 years, and they were ready to kick him to the curb, and now he's legit MVP candidate.
Now I need guys now. You need to win now.
Sure, I get it. Closing. But without a bona fide answer, right? You got to throw shit against the wall and see if something sticks.
He's doing the best he can with what he has.
I think your outfield right now going forward is Crawford in center, Hill or Martian right, and Hill and Martian left. That's what you got to roll out there.
And only one of those guys is good enough right now to help you win a championship. And that's Brandon Marsh.
Yes.
That's not to say that those guys, Crawford and Hill, and Hill he's been a lot better than I thought.
He's been great.
Yeah.
He's a 4th outfider.
But yes, you're right. Ultimately, he's a 4th 100%. Outfielder, or he's that low-level center fielder with studs around him.
Mm-hmm. There's no studs. But I'm not trying to say that Justin Crawford can't be like all-star leadoff hitter, next year or the year after that or 2 years from now, or maybe he's a late bloomer. That's fine. This organization told me that Justin Crawford, Andrew Painter, and Andrew Miller were the missing pieces, that we didn't need nothing else. We just could stay the course and insert these rookies and that was going to be what got us over the hump. Well, it's not. The one guy can't even pitch in AAA. Could. We anointed him as a fifth starter with no backup plan. You got egg in your face with that one. Crawford shows signs of being good, I guess, sometimes, but
the last month he's been
like 300
really
plus
good
last month. Yeah, he's been really good.
That's great. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. And then the other guy hurt his back.
But they're gonna hit. But you know, rookies hit a wall, and Crawford did that, and he's responded. He's over 300, 330 his last 30 games, so his average is back up in that 260, 270 range, which I think everybody kind of targeted for his rookie year. And now he's just got to continue it through the second half and continue to play that pace. We saw Brandon Marsh be able to do that last year, right? That second half of the year since an injury, he was able to turn it on and at least become dominant against righties when he was playing, because Topper never gave him lefties, which, maybe watching the All-Star break, maybe Topper was right now.
I mean, Trey Turner can step up and
live
up to his contract.
That's the big one. Hey, Eileen.
Offensively and defensively, mind you.
Thanks, Eileen. I got this down here at the Thresher Stadium, I think. Or maybe
I got on. I didn't even notice.
No, it's the Philly Fanatic.
Yeah, he wears that hat all the time.
I do wear it all the time. It's awesome.
Great hat.
It's real quick. Side tangent. I'm in Wawa up north, and the guy thought it was just gritty in Wawa, and I'm like, a big guy, bigger than me.
Whoa. You were in a Wawa
up north. And he's like, great hat. I'm like, oh, thanks. He goes, oh, I thought that was gritty. I'm like, okay, dude. And then he follows me to the Coke machine. So I was getting mellow yellow. And I should have used that as some little bit of irony, like a guy bigger than me following me to the Coke machine. Like I should have used that as hey, maybe you should give up soda for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like take care of yourself. And I'm like, yeah, who cares? Mellow yellow. Let's fire it up. He's telling me the story about Gritty's belly button and how it changes colors. And I'm like, dude, what? You should not be in a Wawa around people and kids talking about some mascot's belly button here, bro.
Whoa. How does he know that Gritty's belly button changes?
Because he was obviously a Flyers and Gritty fan. So he's trying to tell me a story.
Not. He doesn't even know what he looks like.
And he's trying to tell me a story as I'm walking away from him. And he's following me to the Coke machine. And he goes, oh, we're going to the same place. I'm like, oh, great. Awesome.
Crush on you, Greg. He had a crush on
you.
you.
Oh, God. But
did he ask for your number?
No, he didn't.
No?
That would be an absolute dream if Mellow Yellow would sign me as a sponsor.
I bet you if you said cracked a flirty little line about Mellow Yellow and him being bigger than you, I bet you he would have asked for your number. I bet you he would have.
I think the guy, it was a little creepy. Eileen,
oh, that's nice Gritty on your hat.
And I think he was trying to be nice, and I'm just like, dude, I'm just here. Leave me alone. I held the door for you because you were coming in behind me. I'm a nice guy. I'm going to hold the door for you. You said thank you. I said you're welcome, and I walked away, and you just kept going.
So you started it.
I did. I'm a nice guy. What can I say? I'm going to hold the door for people.
That's what
it's
he's
a nice
looking
thing
for,
to do.
I guess.
Even though
he's looking for, I guess.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
I mean, thank God I'm not a little kid. He might have. We won't go there. But no, Rob. I mean, you're absolutely right. Trey Turner though is the key. He's got to come up with something here in the second half to be relevant again. Because right now he's not. And I can go two ways here with the trade deadline in my mind. I could sit pat and say, it's on you guys, right? It's on you, the players, to do this and see if something changes in October when it matters. See if Aaron Nola is able to dig himself out of a rut. See if they're able to find something else as a fourth or fifth starter, depending on what Nola shakes out to be. Or I could say, go all in. Trade everybody. Go all in. I know he's not available, but I will give up every prospect for Junior Caminero. I know he's not available, right? I know he's not available, right? But when he gets too pricey for the Rays, I will give up every prospect for Junior Caminero.
I'll give up anybody on the roster. Anybody you want.
There's no there's no one. See you, Eileen. Have a good night.
They're gonna stand pat. No, nothing big is coming. Maybe they'll get a bullpen arm. Maybe they'll get because all these guys on the Red Sox I was eyeing up, they won 9 straight. They're a half game out.
Just gonna go there. Rob.
Look, I'm looking.
Weiler
I'm looking
Bray's
at
not
this.
coming. Sonny Gray's not coming.
Chapman, Wilson Contreras.
I'm looking at the wild card standings right now. There are so many teams within 4 or 5 games, just everywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm I can't even tell you right now. All right, hey, this team's awful. Even Detroit, they're only 4 games. They're 3.5 games back.
Yeah.
Let's go steer into the ski. Let's go get Skubal, right? Because they're not going to pay him. They got to trade him, right? No, they're still technically in the race.
But they still might trade Skubal, though.
They might.
Just because they could get major league players back to try and win it without Skubal.
Right.
Sorry.
I'm looking at
good work.
I'm looking at all these different teams, and I'm looking at these teams who might be sellers, like Joe Adell and the Angels. He's hitting 245.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's not a steaming pile of shit, but
no. But again, there's nobody out
cool.
there.
He's got 15 home runs. Cool.
13.
Oh.
13. There's nobody out there that you can be like, oh yeah, all right, this team's gonna sell, and then we can go get this guy, or this guy's a game changer for you.
Yep.
Right? I've looked at so many teams just sitting here.
And if they are, because of that rye, it's going to be expensive.
Exactly.
It's going to be expensive to get a Taylor Ward out of Baltimore. It's going to be expensive to get a Joe Adell because he's got Taylor Ward might not be that expensive because it's only a 1-year deal. But again, what is Taylor Ward going to do? Taylor Ward's a career 250 hitter.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
Again,
cool, he's right-handed, but
he's a slightly better offensive Derek Hill.
Austin Hayes move? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, all right, cool. Let's press the same button again.
If it's not a bullpen piece or starter, I'm good.
Yeah.
Unless you get crazy. And go back to what we talked about in the offseason, right? Thinking now and thinking down the road, go get an Adley Rutschman right now.
Again, that'd be awesome. You're not going to get
super expensive.
You know what I mean? He was in the All-Star game.
Yeah, no, I know.
And then
but Boston is the biggest one. Boston's the biggest one. I mean,
right.
2 weeks ago we were pillaging Boston, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was Contreras and Chapman.
Duran.
It was someone and Chapman, right? It was somebody and Chapman. But now they're right there. So unless they go to skid for 2 weeks, those guys they're not moving. And then even Wilson Contreras came out and said,
"Yeah,
I'm not.
Stay in Boston.
I'm staying. I'm staying for the year. I'm not. I don't want to move."
I was looking at Toronto. Right, I was looking at Toronto because obviously they were in the World Series last year. They're struggling a little bit. I was like, oh, I wonder how George Springer's doing. He's batting 215. I'm like, look, is there anybody out there that has some form of pedigree that doesn't suck this year?
Yeah,
I'm sure they're going to do something, but it's just going to be another, oh, ho hum. Here's an outfielder. Oh, here's a guy. Oh, here's this. Here's that. You're not going to go get a Byron Buxton. You're not going to go and get an Adley Rutschman.
Again, no. Also said, not moving.
Yeah, again, the guy.
Was asked, again, what's he going to say? At the All-Star game. Hey, Byron, did you waive your no-trade clause to go to Philly? Yeah, sure, let's do it. What's he going to say? But has said multiple times, not moving.
Yeah, Mike Trout's going to be 35. I don't know how much longer is on his contract. Even if he waives his no-trade clause, do we want to trade for Mike Trout?
I'm over him.
That's where I'm at with just everybody.
Yeah. That's why I'm going to stand pat, right? Stand pat, you guys do it.
No, but I don't we can't stand pat though, because we got what fucking you said before. This team's not going to hit the playoffs.
I hear you.
We've seen it.
I know.
I don't know. You're in a lose-lose situation. There's nobody out there to trade for. But if you don't trade for anybody, it's going to do the same thing over and over again, which we've seen the last 3-4 years.
I'll tell you what, though.
Infuriating.
Mike Trout would be cool.
It would absolutely be cool.
It would be.
I would. Yes, I would think I'd be. Oh, hey, it's 2016. He's the best player in baseball. Let's go. But again, he's 35. He's bad. Do 40.
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't care. These 35. If they get Mike Trout, I'm going right to the stadium and using my Sunday tickets.
There you go.
Right to the stadium.
But I saw this tweet though. Like he could have signed here 4 years ago. He could have waived his no trade clause so many times. He doesn't want to be here, and at this point, I don't even want him here. I mean, I'm not going to say that, but like I'm just over that. It's a great pipe dream.
What's he like it out there so much for? He gets
California.
Big fish in a small pond.
He gets taxed to the moon. They always stink. He has 12 career postseason at bats. 12.
Yep. Big fish in a small pond. I'm convinced of it.
He loves coming home in October and going to Eagles games, and everybody cheers for him when they put him on the jumbotron, right? He doesn't have any like you said about rookies, but like media here kills players, and he'd be even under a bigger microscope because he's from here.
Yeah,
would you want to do that?
He would have to get 0 hits in 4 months to get scrutinized.
Highly disagree.
For waiving a no trade clause to come on in.
Highly disagree. If he waives his no trade clause here and he hits a $180 the rest of the season, they will obliterate him. Because everybody's again. We're not
obliterate him.
We're not.
He would
like people. The name recognition that Mike Trout has. Everybody knows who Mike Trout is. He's going to go down as one of the best baseball players of all time. Everybody's going to think, oh, cool, we got this guy who's won X amount of MVPs. You know, went toe-to-toe with Triple Crown winner Miguel Cabrera. But, like, he's got, like, 1,000 OPS and, like, a bunch of hits in all-star games. But before yesterday, the last time he got a hit in an all-star game was 2018. He's a 12-time all-star, but he hasn't been playing in the games since he's been hurt. Again, like I love the guy. I would absolutely love for him to be here still, but I don't know what you're going to get out of him.
Yeah. And you're right. Over the last few weeks, though, some of these teams that you thought were dead have come back alive. Yeah. And what are they going to do? And then the teams that are dead, what do they have? Right? Like you look at Colorado, like what's their best asset? Mickey Moniak? But he's a lefty, so he doesn't fit here, right? You know what I mean?
I don't care. Yeah, I don't care about righty. I don't care. I want guys who can put the ball in play and hit.
Again, I agree with you, but they obviously don't. You know what I mean? Like they look at right-handed back. So you go look at right-handers, and there's nobody out there, especially an outfielder. You're gonna have to go get. You're gonna have to go find a first baseman to get, and then we're gonna have to deal with 40 games of Bryce in right field.
Deal.
Did you?
And I'm in at this point.
Deal.
Like Wilson Contreras, I would have, even before the All-Star game or the Home Run Derby, I would have been like, let's do this. Let's do this. Wilson Contreras, let's go.
Did you ever see The Big Short?
Yes.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah, like the Michael Berry guy, that nerd is like looking at like, dude, it's gonna collapse. It's gonna collapse. Everyone said he was nuts. The Phillies are the Big Bang, and we are Michael Berry. The collapse. It's not going to work, and the Phillies think it's going to work, and it's not going to work. And
You're
then
not wrong.
It's like I can either like be a crumb about it, and when they lose, be I told you so, or I can like hope for the best. They're not doing anything of substance. They think they're like what was it Dave Dombrowski quote that I hear on the radio all the time? A nice little ball club we got here, or whatever.
Yeah.
Great.
Cool. Well, the Dodgers have a monster, and I don't think they're better than the Yankees.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I think so. That's also completely biased. I'm never going to give the Yankees credit, so take that obviously for what it's worth.
I mean, who else is good in the American?
But the American League is so mid right now.
Everybody in the American League is mid.
Phillies are mid. I got news for you, Greg. The Phillies are mid.
There is one.
Absolutely.
There is one really, really good team in baseball. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers. Everybody else is mid. Everybody else. You cannot convince me otherwise. It's literally like the 90s Yankees. It's the 90s Yankees and everybody else. That's how baseball is right now.
All right, so I'm going to run through. Go ahead, Rob.
It's just like, how are you mid with this much money you spent?
It's a great question.
Because you're spending a whole lot.
Because the players underachieved. Trey Turner has stunk this year.
Correct. All of this money is wrapped up in the same players that we talk about consistently. Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, the starting rotation, Zach Wheeler, Chris Sanchez, Jesus Luzardo now. This is where your money is, right? And the guys that like you've counted on to be able to fill in those gaps in your Bryson Stotts, your Alec Bohms, your JT Realmuto's now making $20 million or whatever the hell he's making. Brandon Marsh isn't making a ton of money, but he's the only one who's like overachieving his monetary value right now. Everybody else is underachieving.
All right. So what if you put Harper, Schwarber, Turner 1-3-5, and then you put Marsh second,
sure,
and then you get someone
Harper lead off
because you got to stretch this lineup somehow. Because you get past the first the three guys that are, and Turner's not even in the big three anymore. I'm taking him out of the big three and I'm putting Marsh in the big three.
I'm going to go back to what I said in spring training. I think, especially based off how he's played the last month, you put Justin Crawford leading off. You have Bryce Harper hit second, right? You have Marsh third, and you have Kyle Schwarber fourth. I do not give a shit that you have 4 straight lefties. I don't care. Those are your 4 best hitters over your last month of baseball, right? Then you can go Trey or anybody else after that.
But
right?
like Greg said, they care. So they're not going to do that.
Well, like that, but they also have it recently.
Yeah.
They have it recently because against righties, they've done the 8 lefties in the lineup. They've done it over the last couple weeks, multiple times. And like, you know, if worse comes to worse, you have Edmundo pinch hit for Stott later. You have Derek Hill hit for Crawford later. Like you have these other things that you could mix this in, but like assuming that you're going to do the whole lefty righty thing, your main lineup when you're going to face righties should be prototypical leadoff hitter that somebody gets on base and has been hitting 300. The guy who only ever hits with nobody on base because the first 2 guys out in front of him get out all the time. A guy who's been your best hitter and has been an all-star, and a guy that's got leading the league in home runs. That is the best way for you to potentially have multiple runs on the board in the first inning. So why aren't you doing it?
Because they're not going to take Schwarber and Harper out of the top 3 spots. They want Schwarber and Harper to swing in the first inning.
Again, like Schwarber,
that's fine.
Harper's 2, and Schwarber hit 4th like a lot of last year. Schwarber hit 4th a ton of last year, and he hit damn near 60 home runs. But again, like he's got 30-some home runs. He's only got like 60 RBIs, 50 RBIs, because nobody's on base for him. Give him somebody in front, please.
No, I'm with you. I'm going to run through a couple names here of guys that perceived to be available, and we'll see what you guys think. Luis Ariz
tomorrow, yesterday.
Yes, I'm in. Put him in first base.
At this point,
put him in first base. Put Bryce in the outfield.
It goes back to the all season, right? The longer he hung out there, it was like, yo, at this point, we got to make something happen here. Staying at the Giants. What about Jung-Hoo Lee?
Love it. Bring him in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Put the Asians in here.
There he is.
Hey,
what up, brother? Here's an interesting one because I do truly think he's available, and he's still young. What about Garrett Mitchell?
Yesterday.
I'm all
from
all
the
in.
Brewers because
then
I think he's
his
available.
Girlfriend wife will be here too.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, but why would they make that move?
Because they have so much outfield depth. They've already paid one of their guys in the minor leagues a 6-year deal.
I understand, but they're first place in their division. Like,
no, I guess but I think
even San Diego. Like, why would San Diego trade Ariz when they're 500 right now?
He's in San Fran now.
He's what guy? San Fran. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, they would.
Yeah.
41-55. They would. Teams that are in it, and this is what's hard about it.
That's weird. Yeah, we were just
Yeah, when you expand it, you make it hard for guys to do I deal with this guy because we're in the mix?
Yeah.
Arise is probably the easy name.
Yeah, and he's probably the least expensive. He's probably not going to cost you a ton.
See the one reel the other day where he, I think it was like 2 quick outs, and he goes up there, takes two strikes right down the middle, and smacks a base hit the other way.
No, I missed it, but I can totally see it though.
I forget who was pitching for him, but he was trying to give him a breather. Baseball 101, IQ stuff that you try to teach younger guys without having to say it. I had to do it where it's like, yo, you just swung at the first pitch, babe. You better not.
Yeah.
We say that down the line, but when you have pros that actually have some IQ, not all of them do. Yeah. They're guys I want here. You know what I mean? They're guys who are winners. I think the contact alone is such a key for this lineup. I don't care if he's right, left, ambidextrous. I don't care if he's got no legs. I don't care. Right? I don't care. Like, hitters hit. Like, you think in travel baseball that we're making lineups based off the starting goddamn pitcher? I'll bet 3 lefties in a row and joke about it. Waiting for the specialist. Like, what are we running from? If you can hit, you can hit. Brandon Marsh is an example of that. Luis Larraíz is another example of that. I don't know his split versus lefties, but I'm gonna venture to say it's pretty good. I'm gonna venture just to say it's probably pretty good.
Yeah, you missed me, Tom, like 30 seconds ago before you got on. I want to go Crawford, Harper, Marsh, Schwarber, top 4.
It's never gonna happen.
Just run it. I know, but I want to run it anyway. That's fine. You just said it.
I think Trey's probably played a little bit better towards the All-Star break from what obviously I've been all over the country. So I feel like I don't even know half the time what's going on. Besides them, they're playing good baseball. But the guy who leads your league and leads the team in at bats is batting 236. I guess it's a little bit better. On base percentage 284. Right, we talk about this. We're coaching and we put our best on base percentage guy in the leadoff spot. The get on base, the set the table. I don't know. Let's see what's his face is. I'm sure it's not great as a rookie, but it might be better.
It's a lot better than it was because
Crawford. He's up near 260 now.
Last month.
I'm not worried about the average. I cared about the on base. He's 312 on base percentage, was his 5th best on the team. So
yeah. And that was
Tom, you want to talk about splits? You want to talk about splits, Tom?
Yeah.
Versus lefties, he's 330. Versus righties, he's 329.
Unbelievable. The same guy. He's the same guy.
You plug him right at the top of the lineup. Plug him in the one hole.
I don't care if he's got 30 speed and MLB The Show. Get him out there.
Don't matter.
Just get singles. Just
and you're going to hit home runs. He only got 4 on the year.
He's got 4? Good for him.
Yeah.
That's like a career high.
In San Fran.
San Fran.
Wonder how many hit there. Probably none.
Didn't I go through his advanced stats last time we did a show?
You might have, yeah.
Yeah, he's got an 860 OPS with like 13 walks and 4 home runs. It's absurd.
Yeah, he
can't find a team.
We did.
Yeah, we talked about that at Seegers. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's true.
You can't. Who's on the Diamondbacks, Greg? No one. Don't they suck?
Lourdes Gurriel, but he's having a terrible year.
Again, I think we talked about this maybe like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, when the Padres were just terrible, and them potentially wanting to trade Tatis. Now, obviously, they're 500. Now, if they tank the next 2 weeks, like if they lose, I don't care.
No, I'm saying I'm saying the Padres don't have money.
They don't have any money. Exactly. So
guys that we might not think are available, Mason Miller, Fernando Tatis, might be available.
Exactly. So over the next 2 weeks, they play, I don't know, say 12 games. They go 2-10.
Yeah.
And they're 10 games under 500. Hey, what do you want? Give me Tatis. Give me Mason Miller. What do you want? Give you.
I think another team to keep an eye on too. And again, I don't know terribly how much they have that would interest us. But I think you could look at the Mariners. You could look at the Mariners right now as a team that could sell here. I mean,
granted, how's he doing this year?
Yeah, granted, they're just below 500, a game and a half back, but they haven't been playing up to speed. Cal Raleigh's having a down year. But again, trying to find those middle guys in the AL where everybody's in it is just so tough.
Yeah. So stealing all your kids' juices.
What if you did this? Okay.
Talk
if you,
dirty.
again, similar, again, a guy having a bit of a down year, but, just looking at the pedigree, Manny Machado.
Sure.
Manny Machado.
Finally do it?
Should have been done the same
7
offseason,
years
right,
ago.
Tommy?
I would have did it over Harper, and that's not a shot at Bryce.
Should have
It's not a
been
shot at
stupid
Bryce.
money and done both of them.
Yeah, and that's where we
again.
got to, Greg. 8 years ago or whatever the hell
Yep.
it was, we were like, dude, if you're going to spend stupid money, you just go get both of them.
Yep.
you spend it. They semi did it because I think they got JT the next year.
And then Schwarber.
Yeah, and I'd probably take Schwartz over Machado just because of the fear. But Manny's awesome. I don't care.
And the locker room guy.
Yeah, let me see his contract. Oh,
It's dicey.
Oh, it's big.
Yeah.
He'll fit. He'll fit right in.
He's got 7 years left on his
Yeah.
contract.
Yeah, sure does.
All right.
I think you'd be
again,
doing.
he's only 33.
Yeah,
he's
he
having
had
a career
wall this year.
He's having a career low year.
Yeah.
He is.
He'll
But
fit right in then.
honestly, at this point, look, give me some flash, give me some name recognition, right? You might get extra stuff from the Padres with them giving you Manny Machado, as opposed to
if you're taking the money off their hands,
taking on the contract,
yeah, you could get stuff for them.
So
if you're willing, hey Padres, can I knock on your door?
yeah, again, like an option, right?
They're
Of
like,
somebody.
Wait. You said Machado, not Tatis, not Miller. You said
Oh,
Machado.
no. We start with Tatis and then we work our way down the lineup.
I wish I believed in Dombrowski though. The old Dombrowski's not here. You know what I mean? He's not the one calling the shots anymore. Because it's not him. We still have a shit farmers club, and he didn't do anything to make it shit. He just didn't do anything to make it better either. And our team is what we've been. It's not fun.
How come he gutted every farm system he's ever been in except ours?
Well,
there's nothing to gut.
And at this point, there's nothing to gut, which
There
makes it even worse.
There's not anymore.
Yeah.
Andrew Painter was hot. Aiden Miller was hot. Crawford, he's doing okay, but he was hot. These guys were
even
up
swinging
at
a bat yet.
MLB pipeline.
He might be.
No,
dead.
and they picked it. I was reading about their 36th pick in the draft. He's got a bad back too.
Yeah.
I saw that. That's terrible.
And I know it's a long game because he's a high school shortstop, and I didn't want to be too critical of it, but I was. And you talk to guys who scouted him, and got the Corey Seager build, blah 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 blah, right? So cool, great comp. Who wouldn't want to see Corey Seager come through here, right? But the next pick,
you guys all overreact to this shit. You guys really do. You guys are going to start treating the MLB draft like it's a goddamn NBA draft.
No.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking in general because all I heard was, you could get the guy in the 20th round that's a star. Baseball's weird. So I don't give a shit. Go with the 5th round guy. Last year they did pitching. I didn't pay attention. To this year's draft because I just don't give a shit. You're either going to get lucky or you're not. And when you're talking about a high school guy, I don't expect the guy here for 4 years anyway.
Yeah.
So, for them to draft him in the 1st round, I got to imagine that the back isn't as bad as we're going to make it as fans and the comp to Aiden Miller or whatever else we're going to do. Aiden Miller was legitimately one of the best prospects in baseball. So, I don't know where the back came from and the problems, but, I'm gonna pray on modern medicine again. But how many arms did they select?
A lot.
Their
best pick was Drew Titsworth.
Okay, but my point of this is they did the same thing last year.
Yeah.
Right? In the year before. What did they draft last year? Did they draft pitcher in the 1st round last year?
Gage Wood.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Started the Futures game.
Yeah,
they spent a lot of assets on arms, especially last year.
Again this year, a bunch of college arms.
That are guys that are ready. That's their model in a way, and their model is drafting athletes in the middle. You know what I mean? And wherever that athlete ends up, I'm not going to knock a pick at the moment. I can't in baseball. I just can't. You know, the first round pick could be a bust or he could be a star. Right? I just don't know in this sport. It's so hard. You know, that especially
for sure.
Especially if you're drafting high school guys. Like, you know, I'm going to go right to the college ranks a lot of times. I'm going to draft the guy who's almost ready.
Well,
you know?
that's where that was going to be my slight criticism. Was the next pick was the Georgia catcher who had an awesome year, and to extend this window, we might need a somewhat close to ready catcher.
Well, they drafted one.
No, they drafted two of them, but the two that
one's right in the backyard here.
The kid from Gauche Catholic.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's big league good. I mean, I think he had an offer to what?
Was he like late?
Was he East Carolina?
Something like that.
Brandon, East Carolina. So I don't know what he does here, if he even signs.
Yeah, because I think he was like the 19th round, 18th round. Something
but if I'm that kid, I sign it. I really do, because this is the issue that you better be that good then. Because even go to East Carolina, you might not play.
He is committed to ECU. You're right. The quote from the Phillies are, "This is going to be one we're probably going to have to work on a little bit." I do think there's a chance that he signs. Obviously, he's just basically across the bridge. We got to know him quite well. We had him at the same workout as Patrick Clemmy. I don't know who they're referring to. Where'd he go? Shit.
Oh,
and he came in here and did great for us. So he's not. So this one's not a done deal, but I think don't think we're super far apart either. I'm very hopeful.
Yeah, and I think he can flat out hit. And, you know, he's hit, obviously, when you're GC and you're playing the schedule you're playing. You know, he's seen everybody's best stuff, everybody's best arm. I mean, he can swing. I don't know. You know, I assume he's pretty good defensively, too. I don't know that part of it, but I always prefer that I can get guys better defensively at the catcher position.
And in today's game, what is even that? Right, with ABS and stuff, how good do you have to be framing a ball anymore? You know what I mean? Yeah, you got to have a little bit of a pop time, but with today's ABS, you don't even need to be Buster Posey back there or Patrick Bailey, JT framing pitches, because you just get attacked.
JT don't even frame shit. So,
not anymore.
To your point,
yeah,
not anymore.
Yeah, JT hasn't framed shit in 5 years. I don't think he stuck a baseball. Like he drives me insane with it. But to your point, Greg, you know, with ABS, as he continues to grow, I don't even need it. Hey, did he catch it?
Even if he didn't anymore, it's like, I don't even catch it. Just throw to an L screen. Just throw to the pitching metrics. Things.
Yeah, throw to a 9 pocket.
Yeah. All right, so we got 3 weeks left before the trade deadline. Phillies start off at the Mets and Dodgers. I assume Sohei's going to play. He just obviously dipped out in the All-Star game. Rob, I think it's a weekend series. You going to that game?
Which one?
The Dodgers? No, it's not. It's a weekend.
It's not a weekend game. No, I would have went to that one. I'm going to the Yankees game in a couple of weeks.
Okay, you didn't sell.
That'll be my debut. I can't put them online because then those fucking rats will come in and sit in my seats with their fucking Yankee shit on. I'm not having it. So I'm gonna have to drive my ass down there, and I'm gonna have to take one for the team and drive the whole way down, and hopefully they hit. Hopefully,
way to pop the cherry. Good job. Way to finally pop the cherry. I popped my cherry this year, and we got blown out. So by the Pirates.
I've only been to one game this year. We lost. So
yeah.
You went to the Rockies game and they won.
Yeah, I'm saying in Citizens Bank. Yeah, I'm 3-2 on the year.
I haven't.
No, 4-2. I won in Miami too.
No game yet.
I laughed because that was the game. That was all the Heat game. That Thursday business person special. It was so funny. They gave out waters to everybody walking in, but those waters were warm as shit. Like couldn't keep them in a cooler, right? Like Mr. Stupid Money couldn't just say, "Hey, Dasani waters are all free today."
His cigars are fucking chill.
Yeah,
this jerk off.
And of course, you needed a sponsor. Like, free water is brought to you by Coke. Yeah, thanks. Like,
hey, Coke, put it in a freaking cooler, babe.
put it in a cooler. And then because there was nobody there. Like, they naturally announced 38,000, right? Everyone's like, yeah,
Sold
bullshit.
tickets, yeah.
But you're walking out, there's still cases. So, like, I grabbed 4 of them because I'm just like, yeah, just take them back. Like, you couldn't even drink them till you threw them in a bucket of ice or a fridge because they were so warm. It didn't even go down. It was so bad. Like, you couldn't just say, Dasani's are free from the coolers, like at the concession stands. Like, if you want a smart water, you want something extra, then those are, you pay for the expensive stuff. But it was just so weird. It was so, like, on one hand, you're like, cool, thanks for giving out free water. On the other hand, would a couple bags of ice killed you, bro?
Well, hopefully when I go that whatever, Allen, Ronhell, or Aaron Nola isn't pitching.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to ask you, like, have you started counting out the days?
No, because, like, they'll change it. I don't even know what they did because, Wheeler's not going to pitch for –
yeah,
Wheeler and Sanchez are Monday and Tuesday.
Pitching against the Mets. Yeah.
And that Dodgers series, that's at home?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it goes Nola, Luzardo, Rangel. I'm pulling up the schedule right now.
Either way, this team is 2 games back through the way they started, which is awesome.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
Yeah,
they played good baseball. They really have. Even though.
Oh, that's a Sunday night game, bud.
Monday night game, yeah.
You might get a Wheeler or Sanchez, bro. You might luck out there.
No. What's going to happen is going to be an Aaron Nola start because it's never one of the good guys on Sunday Night Baseball, dude. It's never one of the good guys. It never works out that way.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm going either way.
Yeah.
There you go.
You go. I'll just bet the over if one of them other clowns are pitching. Just hammer the over. Everyone's hitting a home run. Everyone. What, you guys want to talk about LeBron and how?
Yeah, let's talk about LeBron for.
Oh yeah, let's talk about LeBron.
Well, I was gonna say I haven't gone to a Phillies game yet because I'm saving my parking money for the Sixers.
Yeah. Well, Tom, you will hit the Powerball of the century if LeBron comes.
Even if he does,
Cats might not even get to a game. He might be eating cotton candy at home because of Jalen Brown. Right? We haven't even we talked about it that first night, but we haven't really gone further and had time to really digest it. It's unbelievable. Just being in Boston the past 10 days, it's it was a shove it up the ass. I actually brought a Jalen Brown little guy. He's a little guy Cass has. I brought him up just to say hello. But either way, what a trade. And I know there's people who don't want LeBron, and I was probably in that camp. I really was, and I thought about it, and I thought about the fit of the stretch 4 and what this team really could use. And I'm like, why not? Why not? And
I'll tell you why not, because I'm that guy.
Here we go.
And objectively, Tommy, you are 100%
basketball guy. So objectively, I love you to death, but you can't say every goddamn week on a show that you don't watch basketball and then you want to fly in because you don't like something about him. I don't like the things about him too, Greg.
I'm going to tell you exactly what I.
Broad Street, and there's guys like you that have the agenda.
There's no agenda.
There's an agenda.
Well, sure, there's an agenda. I hate the guy. Sure, there is an agenda. But objectively, you said it correct. He is perfect for this team. And I will be on Broad Street whether he's on this team or not. And if he brings that 2 here, then cool. I'm on Broad Street. But this drama over being the 4th or 5th option? Are we kidding me? He's going to be the 4th or 5th option here. And all this drama, dragging this shit out. I'm over it. There was a window of time where you could have talked me into LeBron signing, and I would have put my bias away for a season. But now it's now he's going to come here. Now he's going to make the decision by the end of the week, and now it's going to be LeBron's championship. Right, it's not going to be anybody else's championship. The drama that's going to join this team because this guy potentially comes here is just completely turned me off.
All right.
That's good.
How many free agents are out there right now, Greg?
I take anybody. We're good. I'm good with the roster right now.
No, I'm saying how many free agents are out there? Because my point to you, that's not what I'm saying. My point to you is there's other guys who have not signed. I'm sure.
Right.
But none of them are making it about themselves like LeBron is.
Well, how did he personally make this about himself?
Well, he's just dragging out the process. You
Well,
know
no,
the
but that's not
players.
making it about-
You know the
making-
players are out there. Like I'm saying, like, he knows the
hold on,
teams that are going to be available.
Hold on. I'm not arguing with you. I'm making a common sense point to you. Okay. Where did he create the drama on waiting to make a decision, or is the media creating the drama because his name's LeBron James?
I don't disagree with you there. Yeah,
that's it.
That's
if
fair.
he came out and tweeted this, like, "Hey, I'll have a decision by Thursday. Look at me." I'm right with you, right? If he's tweeting crazy stuff, which he doesn't, but like in terms of sports, right? If he's tweeting crazy stuff, then right, Rob knows where I'm going, and I ain't going to let that agenda dictate winning. So at the end of the day, is he the best fit for this basketball team?
100%.
Absolutely.
100%.
A stretch four who can pass the ball and really essentially at this point is a pass first guy. I told you I was out on him. This year changed it a little bit for LeBron James for me because he carried a team that stunk. They stunk out loud with no Luka. And even with Luka, he's a shell of himself right now. You fat bastard. But at the end of the day, he's always hurt. But LeBron probably had his best season in a minute at 42 years old. That's absurd, or 41, whatever he is. So knowing that, like, I'll take it. Because one, I think he can help the young guys. I think there's value there. And then the bigger thing is, I think other guys will want to come here. So naturally, you get to fill out some missing pieces on your bench, which isn't a lot, right? We like the rookie. We like Anthony Simons, right? We like some guys off our bench. Not loaded, but, if we could add another vet minimum or two, it would really make this roster deeper. And we saw deep wins. We saw that. So if we can make it a little bit deeper with the star power we have, I don't know who beats us.
Yeah. Can he only sign here?
Any day of the week. There's only one big man. Yeah. There's only one big man in the damn league that's if healthy, right? And I'm really air quoting that crap. But if healthy, that can slow Wembanyama down. That's Joel Embiid. That's it. That's it.
Can he only sign for 10 mil here?
Something like that, yeah. He's also
like, you're not getting.
I'm pretty sure he's also like
max deal, LeBron.
Yeah, you're gonna get a 1-year deal, maybe like a 1 and an option or something. But like, you can't offer him a shit ton of money. It's, hey, look, here's a team that can help win you a championship. You want to come or not?
He doesn't need the money.
That's it. He doesn't need the money. He makes $1 billion a year from Nike. He doesn't need the money.
He doesn't. The one thing LeBron doesn't need is the NBA money. So, he did his finances properly, unlike a lot of guys. And we say whatever we want about him, but he's a smart businessman. He's made smart decisions. He's not an idiot. He doesn't get in trouble. I mean, Greg, do I need to go on? Right? Like, I know.
I don't
you know what I mean? It's not you. It's anybody that's like semi-anti, and I'm not even saying you're like fully anti either. But it's like he like, let's look at stars. Like, I love MJ. MJ's better than him. I'm fine with that, right? Like, I'm not. That's not the debate here. The debate is a guy that I'm not saying I stuck up for a lot at all, right? But there's a guy who did things the right way, regardless of the decision and other things, right? He went back to Cleveland and made it whole. Now, I'm looking at this fully objectively now with no agendas. He went back to Cleveland and made it whole. Has he gotten in any trouble? Any off-the-court stuff? No. I don't necessarily like the people he hangs around with, and I'm not saying they're not creeps. That's a conversation for a different type of show, right? But what I do know is the quality of basketball player, the leadership. You're talking about a top 10 guy of all time. How's that not help this roster? How's it not help the young kids? The money he puts into his body alone, I feel like could help Joel Embiid. I think there's things here that being like, I'm 42 and I'm playing 60 games. How are you playing X amount? Like, whatever. I just think there's value, and the player value is enough right there to say this starting five is the best in basketball, and it's not even close.
I have one very important fact. Every stop he's had, he's won a championship. So maybe if it's not this year, but within the first 2 years of wherever he's been, outside of the original Cleveland stint, he won a championship. Won a championship second year in Miami, went back to Cleveland, won a championship. I think it was their second year. I think it was the second year he was in LA, they won a championship. So bubble. Yeah. So regardless,
that one definitely doesn't count.
No, that's out.
I'm team fucking Disney
All right,
bubble.
fine, whatever. He's
No,
won a
No,
champ-
but to your point, right? You're right.
In the 3 cities he's played in, he's won a championship.
Yes.
Let's add a 4th, dude. Come on. You've already done the Miami thing. You've done the Cleveland
Well,
thing.
that to me is part of the drama, right? Like you've already been to Miami. You know they're going to suck. Bam and Giannis can't play together. Like they're going to suck. I mean, I can't say that because Spo's incredible, right? So he'll find a way to make that work.
They're not going to suck. If he goes to Miami.
You've already been in Cleveland. You're going to go play with James Harden. And we all got to sit there and pitch you. You need every guy calling you, stroking you. Oh, LeBron, come play with us. Stroke me.
Yeah.
That's the world we live in.
A lot of teams want him to play for them. Like, wow, that's totally LeBron's fault.
Yeah, it's LeBron's fault because he's narrowed it down. Like that's his fault. Because the best player arguably in the last 3 decades, maybe, right? 2 decades, right? Has said, okay, he hasn't said anything, but somebody's reported that he's down to a few teams. So that's LeBron's fault for making a decision. Like, that's where you're going. It's like, hey, you're not allowed to make his whole career. No, you're not allowed to make a decision. The day free agency hits, you better sign somewhere. That's what you're saying.
No, that doesn't be the same day, but we're going on 3 weeks here. It's been 3 weeks since the trade.
Hold on, full transparency. I was a free agent one time, not LeBron. I was a free agent one time. I did my due diligence. As what I consider a smart human being, is I didn't rush a decision. I did my due diligence until it was judgment day and I had to make a call. But that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to react and make decisions. You're not. So, again, he might not even come here and it's a waste of conversation, but I don't see why he doesn't. Cleveland's a bad stop for him. Miami, I wouldn't do that one again. You've already been at both places. So why go back another time? That doesn't make sense to me. Who gives you the best chance to win? The Jalen Brown edition is the best chance to win. The best. If Jalen wasn't here, we're not having this conversation.
And as we just started the show with, did you not just see what Philadelphia put on the last 3-4 weeks? Like, you don't want to come add something to this city and have it go even more bananas? It just showed the last 3-4 weeks why they're one of the top sports cities in the world.
So
and we've always said, Tom, back when we were trying to get LeBron the first time, trying to finagle that personal trainer to get KD over here, right? Somebody like that comes and puts a championship, and I'm going to hate him for life, but he puts a championship in Philadelphia. This city is going to go bananas.
So basically, there's people like Greg out there that don't want LeBron because he's not as good as Michael, and ESPN talks about him too much.
No,
neither of which
I hate the guy. It has nothing to do. I don't watch ESPN.
LeBron gets talked about on ESPN ad nauseum, whether you watch or not. And that's part of your hate.
Stop with the I'm sure. Like, you don't know.
I just see clips. I don't watch it. I see the clips. Yes, I see the clips.
Yeah, but I'm not. You're the best.
ESPN doesn't on my TV except for
you don't watch ESPN at all.
No,
you don't watch SportsCenter at all.
No,
never have. Right? You never turned it on.
I am not full of shit. A game ends, I go off at ESPN as quick as possible.
For a decade?
Yes.
For
more than a decade. I haven't watched an ESPN SportsCenter program in probably 20 years.
You're a liar.
I swear to God to you.
You're a liar.
I am not.
I can tell by why you're getting so defensive. You're getting so defensive.
Well, because you think I'm lying. I do not watch ESPN broadcasting.
If you were telling me the truth, you would be like, all right, Brent, you're right, I have. And you would dismiss it, not get in a whole argument. You're a liar.
Okay.
Pants on fire.
So what? I don't understand. Yeah, it's the mainstream media. Is that better? Talks about him too much, and he's not as good as Michael Jordan, which he's not.
Yeah, I just hate the guy. I've never liked the guy.
Because he's too good at basketball. Because
I just hate the guy.
Why?
We know why.
Because he's a scumbag. No, he's not.
Based on what?
Yes, he's not MJ, and I don't like anything that he's done in his career on the basketball court or off. Okay. But
he's not MJ, which I agree with.
I'm very confused.
You can like and hate players.
No, I get it, but like I don't know.
Yours
take
comes
these
more off the court.
You take these stances against these all-time greats that are just like you hate Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
hold on.
okay, because he's not as good.
Say
as
it how it is, babe. You don't like
Right.
him because his boys are off the rocker a little bit.
He's not Brady.
No, not Manning.
Oh.
LeBron.
Yeah, but even before that, it was all public. I hated him. Like early in his career, when none of that was real. Like where none of that was out there.
What he's 16 on the cover of Sports Illustrated. You just looked at it like I fucking hate.
But
this
you
guy.
love
He's a
Bryce.
loser.
Yeah, I love Bryce.
And then you hate Peyton Manning. Why?
He's not Brady.
Who
No, I
cares?
mean,
And I don't think he was overrated.
That doesn't mean you have to hate.
You think Peyton Manning was overrated?
Yeah, Eli was better.
What?
Brock Osweiler got him his second Super Bowl. Brock Osweiler
Lord.
brought him the Brock Lobster brought him his second Super Bowl and a
Oh,
defense. Peyton Manning didn't win that Super Bowl.
Greg, you're going nuts tonight, dude. I don't know where you're at. This is insane. Okay.
We'll
That's
keep going. Derek
fine.
Jeter was widely overrated too.
I agree with that one. I agree with that. If Derek Jeter would have played for literally anybody else, he wouldn't be as good as he is now.
100%.
I agree with
He's
that one.
not nearly on the level of a Peyton Manning or a LeBron.
Sure he is.
James.
Sure, he
Derek
is.
Jeter?
No.
Everybody
No,
else thinks so.
Again, 3,000 hits, phenomenal, Hall of Famer, great, really good player. He's not Peyton fucking Manning.
A lot of people consider him one of the best of all time.
Well, he's not.
That's the
he was
Yankee
really
bias,
good,
but-
and he's a Hall of
Yeah.
Famer.
Yeah.
But like Peyton Manning, LeBron James, who else do you hate? Do you hate like Wayne Gretzky?
No.
No?
No.
What about who was like the second best hockey player of all time? Bet you hate him because he's not Wayne Gretzky.
Mario Lemieux?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can't-
that's-
you
He's
can't
not
hate him.
Gretzky.
You can't hate him.
Ovechkin?
You
He's
can't
not
hate Lemieux.
Gretzky.
No, I don't hate that.
I don't get it. Best starting
yeah,
five
you
in the
probably
history. Everybody in Philadelphia hates Crosby. He's
Yeah.
really good, but that guy's a fucking loser. But I mean, if LeBron comes here, it's the best starting five in the history of the NBA. I don't even think it can be argued.
No, I would agree.
I would
yeah.
even a loser franchise like the Sixers couldn't screw this up. Like,
That'd be insane. Yeah.
Hopefully.
yeah, and everyone's going to be talking about how great we are the whole time, and everyone's going to be. And there's going to be a whole bunch of people out there like you that hate us because LeBron James is on our
Yeah.
team.
And
And
then we win.
that
And it's
makes
my
LeBron
fucking
James'
dick hard.
championship, not the
That's fine.
Sixers
I
championship.
do not give a shit.
I've sat through
I-
too much of the process to have some scumbag come in and steal our shine.
Well, we had scumbags running the process. That's why we're in this position.
We'd be a lot
Stan
further out if
Hinkie.
the NBA came in and ran shit.
Because they should have. Because
Yeah.
Stan Hinkie was a little 12-year-old playing Xbox with an NBA franchise.
Whatever.
No.
That was a
Whatever.
fucking loser.
I'm
He's teaching like analytics at Stanford now. He was running an NBA team. Ran it into the fucking ground.
Because the
Yeah, he
NBA
couldn't
jumped
get another
in.
job in basketball. Couldn't get another job in basketball.
He didn't want another job.
Sam
you got blacklisted.
sucked.
He didn't suck. He got Joel Embiid.
Oh wow. 87 top 10 picks, and you got Joel Embiid. You got one guy out of it.
And if Ben Simmons wasn't a
You got
pussy,
Ben Simmons.
he would have. We got Ben Simmons because he left, and it's not Sam Hinkie's fault. Ben Simmons was a pussy and passed up
Well,
that.
it's Sam
that dunk.
Hinkie's fault we had the assets instead of real NBA players and put in a position to pick a pussy like Ben Simmons.
Well, the NBA is that type of league where you needed to do that. They just let OKC do it and
No,
not
it's
us.
Correct. Regardless, whatever. I know Greg doesn't watch ESPN, but I'm very all in on the fact that like if LeBron signs here, the Sixers will be talked about every single day, and in a good light because the NBA and the ESPN they never ever talk bad about LeBron ever. So I am fully wholeheartedly like, oh, it's all right, it's okay. Joel missed a couple games. Look at this other team; they're just preparing for the playoffs. It'll completely flip the narrative. Completely and utterly. It's like, oh, he's losing them games because he's not sitting. Oh, he doesn't have to play. Look at these other guys. He's fine. He just has to be ready for April and May. It's fine. It's okay. Like, nuts.
And you need LeBron because
What up, Derek?
Joel Embiid's not gonna be there in the playoffs. We all know that. He's not gonna be
Derek, I got season tickets. Can't wait to see LeBron on my team.
Hell yeah, Derek. Let's go, man.
there.
That is nice perk for the season ticket holders. But Rob, even before, I think Jalen Brown allows you to go without Joel Embiid. I think that trio of Matt Brown, Maxey, and VJ allows you to tread water better than it did before this.
Certainly better, but you're not going to win it. Like, why not idiot-proof it? Just idiot-proof it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not up to the Sixers anymore. They've made their pitch, and LeBron's going to pick us.
Yeah.
But, I mean.
Pick me.
Well, hey, look, man, we don't even know. We don't even know if LeBron's going to start with Philon. Philon's been absolutely tearing up summer league, man. Maybe he's got to be the starting rotation.
Well, hey, in college, he was a bucket. He was a bucket in college.
He's a walking bucket, man. I watched some of that Rockets game the other night. The game other than Philon, they were god awful. But Philon was awesome. That kid's a stud. I can't wait to see him.
He's good.
He was a bucket in college, that's for sure.
Still is.
Yeah, it seems like it for sure. Yeah.
Once a bucket, always a bucket, babe. Because some guys are not a scorer.
Yep, for sure.
But I think I do, to Rob's point, I think it's why when you get LeBron, you're not allowed, but you start to add some bet minimums of guys who want to play with them.
Well, I think they only have, right now, they only have 2 spots available.
Yeah, but those 2
so
spots.
So it'd be LeBron and one more.
It could be another big man to sort of back up.
No, for sure.
So, it gives you some flexibility. And I do think with LeBron, Jalen Brown, Maxey, VJ, like you can go time without Embiid.
Yep.
And absolutely survive. I would also like that. What comes with LeBron is a lot of nationally televised games. And I know you're going to take it it's about LeBron, but it becomes about the Sixers. And all eyes on the Sixers. And part of me, just like all eyes were on the Phillies this weekend in a way, part of me wants that.
Yeah.
How could you not? How could you not want that?
But this week, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. It's so weird that it's usually a weekend. Now it's the beginning of the week. It's weird. I've been saying weekend all the time.
So strange.
Yeah.
But what an awesome time, right? What an awesome showing.
Wouldn't know.
Yeah, I guess you didn't watch much of it up there.
No, it's not. I mean, I watched Home Run Derby, but I got home for the All-Star game. I don't really care about that.
Yeah.
No matter where it's played at. Like, you can put it out back, and I'm like, I'm good. The All-Star game never does anything for me. It never has.
Yeah.
The only thing that ever like tickled my loins a little bit was the real Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
When they played. And that's years and years ago. And old NBA game, All-Star games used to be legit.
Yeah, I'm with you. I usually don't watch any of the All-Star stuff.
Home Run Derby.
But at least the baseball, even when it was bogus that C-League counted it for the World Series, but at least it's the only one that's still played competitively.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Baseball has to be played competitively.
Yeah.
Right? You don't really have the option not to.
Yeah, at least they haven't turned into slow pitch softball yet.
Yeah, I'm not anti like NBA.
That would be electric, though. Imagine guys hitting the ball 600 feet. That'd be
banana ball.
But did you hear the ideas people were given for the home run derby? Like for the magenta ball, you give the guys a drop 5.
Yeah, Bryce was saying, "Hey, give him aluminum bats
for the unlimited ball. Give the guys a drop 5."
Little Timmy in the back row is got a concussion now. He took a ball to the face.
Concussion, and you guys will die with metal bats.
Yeah.
It would kill a guy. Brick killed a guy.
I was watching. Well,
I mean, look, they're changing high school baseball to have drop 6s soon. Like what?
Oh my goodness!
But they're got different.
They're not drop 3s anymore. You can swing drop 5.
You could swing a drop 3, 4, 5, or 6. So then I think it's in like 2028. You could start doing that.
Wow.
So yeah, you could have an 18-year-old that's getting drafted during a swing a drop 6.
Yeah,
against a kid that's 14 years old. Can't wait for that.
Well, USA Baseball, who's doing this, is ruining the game for American kids. They're ruining. We gonna get back to a podcast on this one, but they're essentially ruining the game. Latin America and the Asian peeps will take over Major League Baseball because they do it the right way.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing that I can say to change it. There's nothing anybody out there can say to change it unless we in these organizations change it ourselves. Because we run for games, we run for travel tournaments, we run for all the wrong things. Nobody really asks me how many practices we have. Nobody cares about development. I know a kid that's in the DR right now practicing three times a day. A day. Okay? If you outwork the room, you will beat people that are the same level as you. So this cute little shit that's going on in the U.S. where we're going to drop three, we're going to bet. We use metal bats from 3 to 6. Are we helping our players? Or are we just jacking up numbers and hitting more home runs? Grow the fuck up. The USA Baseball should be canned for this. Somebody out there should say, you're canceled. You're canceled when my kid takes a football off the freaking forehead on the mound. You're canceled for that crap. As kids get bigger and stronger faster, now we're going to let drop sixes play? It's a joke. It's all done by perfect game. USA Baseball, all in cahoots for bullshit. For clicks, social media, and all the wrong things. Nobody's really here to help the player. We ain't going to do that. I can do this all night because I will destroy it. My whole goal is to destroy the path that American baseball players are on. Because they're not good enough. They're not going to be good enough in 10 years. You heard it here. Post this tomorrow. Please, because you heard it here. I'm done with it. Drop sixes. Grow for what? We have a grown man at 18 swinging a drop six. He'll kill somebody. These first off, these high school ballparks aren't built like that. So you hit a foul ball somewhere and somebody standing there, you kill somebody. Drop sixes. With exit velos over 100 with drop threes.
Yep.
So what are we talking about?
We got a kid right now just finished his freshman year of high school, hit 98 extra velocity the other day. 98.
Not going to be able to swing drop six in college or the pros.
I'm saying you're hurting the athlete and you're making it harder for recruiters. I got to go ask you what bat size you're swinging. Hey, make sure in your profile you tell me if you're a 3 to 6. A joke, USA Baseball. What a joke. Just to make money. It's a joke. Ruining the game of baseball in the United States. So don't cry when you turn on TV in 15 years from now and there's a handful of American-born players. Because the Asian countries got it better and the Latin American countries sure as hell had it better for a while. Hence why we're already getting smoked. It's not us versus them. That's not the point. But a country this size that loves the game of baseball and is America's pastime is being passed by clicks and all the wrong things. How many tournaments am I playing in? How many games am I doing? Shut up. You don't get it. None of you get it. Your parents don't get it because you grip it too tight. Nobody gets it. And you're gripping it all too tight and nothing's going to come of it because you don't get it. Remember, practice makes perfect? Remember that?
Mm.
The games to show off practice, babe, not the other way around. You don't play games to show up in practice. You practice to play the game. Funny how that just disappeared.
It's the way it used to be.
And we outpricing the whole country.
When U Sports wasn't all about turning a profit.
Well, it's all it is. It's all it is across the board.
It's the reason the USA Soccer can't do anything is everything's about for profit. All these other countries are out there, the Spains, the Argentinas. They everything is free. Yep. Everything is free for your systems. They make money when you get sold to a big club. That's when they make money. Everything from the time that you're from, say, 6 years old or whenever they start up until you're 16 and then you go to some other club that's going to pay for you. All of that is free or very minimal cost.
Yep.
And versus like in the United States system where you pay $10K a year or whatever it is. It's ridiculous.
It's ungodly.
Yep. And they talk about it every 4 years when like the World Cup happens. Obviously it's going on right now, so it's a topic of conversation. Oh, we need to do this to fix it. But like the system that's run by, U.S. soccer, there's no real feeder system for players who aren't well enough off, which is why, again, there's a ton of different other reasons why soccer's not as big in the United States as it could be in other countries. But that's a number 1A type of reason why.
And you would think with all the sponsors being able to shell out money for World Cup advertising, that Coke, Adidas, Powerade would all come together and throw and start building some sort of academy nationwide. Same thing with baseball, right? I mean, we just watched the All-Star game, like same thing.
Same thing.
And then
how do parents how do parents afford this?
It's a great question.
They can't. They do it anyway, but they can't.
A lot of credit cards.
Credit cards, loans.
What if you got a 6-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old?
Yeah.
That are just gonna play baseball or whatever, basketball. I'm sure basketball's the same way. How do you afford it?
Great question.
Credit cards,
loans.
Loans to play travel baseball?
Well, it's essentially credit cards. You know what I mean? But yeah, because they need to. Because we've, like Tommy said, we've come to a world where it's like it's travel ball or nothing. Like there's no more town ball anymore until you get to a certain.
Yeah. I don't even have kids, and I don't.
Once you get out of Little League at 12 years old.
Yeah.
Once
and
you
then
get
I'm sure.
No, guys, there's little leagues. But
you're forced at some point to then go full travel.
Yeah.
It's not even. Yeah, it's. Yeah, that's like.
Where the parents' perception is they got to go full travel.
No, it's not even like the full travel. It's just that's what it is now. Okay, but bigger than that, it's really as simple as they're chasing the wrong stuff. It's not about like, oh, you shouldn't play travel ball, right? It's you aren't using your resources the right way. If that makes sense. Like you're not about development. You're not about, getting in the gym, wherever it may be, and practicing. If that makes any bit of sense to you guys.
Yeah. You should all with your boys, Tom.
What do you say?
How much do you practice with your boys?
Twice a week. But it's like, okay, well, what?
I mean, that there's travel programs out there that don't practice.
I mean, some might practice like once a week. It just depends. It just depends. But it's not like it. My point is they're chasing the games, and nobody asks really how much you practice. They're all chasing, not them all. A lot of people are just chasing the games, and they're not putting the value into practice and development.
If you're going to pay all these entry fees to get in these big time tournaments, and you're not practicing, you're probably going to get smoked. No. Is if you're not practicing, if you're playing a team that's just as good as you that's practicing, you're not going to win.
Well, it's not even like just practicing. Like I said, the whole system is flawed. It's about, it's about a practice. It's about it. It's not about like, what are you doing on your own? Everything. The only thing I can do. It feels like people think the only thing they can do on their own is spend money. To get better, and it's not necessarily always the case. I don't know. And why are you not chasing ways to develop?
What's the first thing you would do to fix it? You only do one thing.
Well, because it's the problem. I would fix it by more practice. But the problem is, and where this lies at, is that costs money. So how do you fix it? Because if you want to go practice a team 5 days a week and you want to practice them 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, hypothetically, how much is that going to cost?
You got to run a field? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm assuming that's going to be $6,000 for a season. a player.
No.
Compared to around 3,000 for a player. So the only way you change it is, it's never going to happen, is you get rid of the tournaments that cost all the money.
But then what are you practicing for?
Huh?
But then what are you practicing for if there's no tournaments?
They get better.
You still need tournaments to get noticed. Like, there's no way around that.
I don't know the way to do it without it costing money. Like I started the whole thing off. Like I'm not saying you should get rid of tournaments, but you should get rid of tournaments and just play games. So the way you fix it is you all get together and you create your own thing where you just play games, round robins. That's how you do it. And you save a ton of money on entry fees and everything else.
If you're having a round robin, you want to change the tournament structure.
No, I'm saying you don't even go to these freaking tournaments. You get together in your area, region-ish, and you create like a league of games.
You make a travel ball like Little League, and there's 18, and like there's 8 teams in it, and you play a season, and then
you have like,
the top 4 teams go.
Yeah, you have like regions of it, so you have like a championship at the end, right? So you create regions of it throughout the whole U.S., and there's a championship at the end, and all you're really paying for is fields and umpires. So you're not worrying about the tournament providers anymore. You're not dropping $1,800 to go somewhere, or $2,700 where we just went. $2,700. So you want to know why the costs are so high? Because tournament prices are extremely freaking high. There's gate fees. Okay, parents have to pay. They pay for the team.
That's absurd. That's always been
absurd.
Pay
for the tournament.
You
and then
serious?
you pay gate fees to go watch your kid play baseball. So you want to know what's broken with all this? Everything is broken, and I'm in it. It's all broken. It is broken. There's guys out there that really
I've heard you say this.
Really care about the right things. All right, and so this isn't like an attack on guys inside it. It's an attack on everything up way above organizations, owners. We're talking about, man, this goes deep. This is a slow burn to get where we're at, where private equities are getting involved. All this, and I'm not even talking organizations. If you have a business, you should be making money. That's the nature of a business, or you're not a business. So this isn't a shot at the businesses. This is a shot at tournament providers that are businesses jacking up their prices. Baseballs cost $1 million. There's nothing cheap when it comes to baseball. Nothing. So what have you priced out? I'll tell you what you priced out. The best athletes. You don't think there should be more African Americans playing baseball?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. You know, we have towns in our area that are filled with, in the Latin community, that don't have as much money. Right? Like, those kids need to be playing baseball.
Yep.
But if they can't afford it, how do you make it happen? Well, you try to give them discounts. You try to do this. You try to dude. Stuff's a lot, man, and it's broken. And I have some ideas how you fix it, but that ain't gonna be done because there's too much money in it.
It's just system malpractice from the top down. It sucks. And it starts with like all these kids. Like again, you don't get recruited playing high school baseball. You get recruited playing in the summer. You get recruited playing in the fall when like these college coaches come out and see you.
So get rid of high school baseball.
Like, yeah, well, they're not going to do that. Like, you can't. They're not going to do that. Like, you can't talk to these college coaches until you're juniors anyway. So, all right, as a freshman and sophomore in high school, why are you going to these massive tournaments? Oh, so they know who you are when you're a junior and they can start talking to you. That's why, right? That's why you go to the perfect games, the prospect selects, the PBRs, right? All of these big things, and then that you hope that they put you on social media.
Well,
and then
real quick. They only know the 1%.
Mm-hmm.
So that everybody chasing the carrot, they ain't gonna know you yet.
Yeah.
They know you on your last run. That's when they know you. When you're on your final run of travel ball from summer to fall, going into your last fall ever playing travel, that's when. So everything that leads up to that point of time, are we doing what's right for the player? No, because everybody asks me, Tom, how many tournaments we do? How many games we play? I'm just telling you, this is all I get. So where it's broken by the parents and their thought process of it. And I want to go watch a game. I want to go watch a game. I want to be on the fence. And I just want to grind him up. Okay? That's where we're at. So how do I change it? People need to punch themselves square in the dick. Is how you change it.
I can't imagine what parents are like.
Dude.
I can't imagine.
I ain't trying to get fired tonight. You know what I mean? Like, but there's really good people out there. Trust me. There are some great people you meet and some relationships that you have that will last forever. And I'll die on that hill. Yep. And for every one of them, there's 10 jackasses. So you're at a 1 to 10 ratio. And sometimes you get lucky.
That's the part I don't miss.
Like my team right now, I'm lucky. Sometimes you get lucky. You're sometimes lucky better than good.
Yeah.
This group is lucky. Can't say that for every group through here. And across the board. I know organizations have good groups and good families. And of course, it's out there for sure. It's not like a dying breed, but they are outnumbered by sheets. And
how much cheaper? I want to take back. I don't want to get you in trouble. How much cheaper is a regional tournament than a national tournament? So I know you hate national tournaments, and I've heard you talk about them before. And I hold unless you're getting drafted one day, where you have 4, 5, 6 of your guys that are going to get drafted, you shouldn't be at a national tournament.
Yeah, hey, let's take an average team at PBR at Lake Point. And go 1-5. Let's spend everybody's money.
They saw us though.
They saw nobody. It's the experience. Experience of what? Stay in your damn region.
Getting your dick kicked in?
Yeah, stay in your region. Stay in your region. But these guys sell it to the idiots. They sell it to them, and people are like, "Oh, we're going to Georgia." And the kids are like, "We're going to Georgia. We're so good." But nobody listens. Nobody listens, and it goes quick.
That doesn't help anything. It doesn't help anything to bring a subpar team to one of these tournaments and get smacked. That's not accomplishing anything.
You don't even listen. We used to go down there with Division I guys, and we would come out of brackets and we would play really well. And Greg remembers it. Mm-hmm. Okay, but that was back before this was all. Let's just put it like this: there's too much travel out there. Too many guys started it. There's too much. So before we could get the best guys in the South Jersey area, it was different.
Yeah.
But now you're fighting the guy 10 miles away from you and the other guy 20 miles away from you. Understand? So now everybody's doing it, and it's hard to put that great team together.
And we've gone down with great teams and got our shit kicked in.
It just depends on your draws too, right? So there's levels to it. But yeah, listen, it's a broken system. And I know we're talking about baseball tonight, and that's why this came up. But, I care about baseball. I don't care who plays it. But I sure as hell would hope that America's pastime doesn't need to dominate the sport. But goodness gracious, you better be 40, 50% of it if it's America's pastime. And I look at 10 years from now, and I don't see that. Not the trajectory we're going, not with changing the bats and everything else.
That's not good for the Phillies. They don't know what the international pool is.
They better figure it out soon.
Yeah, the MLB and the MLBPA, they're fighting over a potential international draft. The international draft picks are going to be solid gold compared to the normal draft picks.
Oh,
yeah. Shit, we're already signing them at 14, 15 years old anyway.
Yeah.
For those that dabble.
But hold on. This is so important. But why? There's levels to this.
Because you can develop them in your system.
Yeah, because when you're at that level as an executive and that kind of stuff, if you're putting assets into something, what do you want to know? Oh, I want to know that this guy's practicing 3 times a day. What? Not how many games he's playing, Robbie. Right? They play games down there too, right? But how many practices is he doing a day?
Yep. How much
Not
training
how
is
much
he getting?
live action is he getting? How much simple development is he getting at 14, 15, 16, 17? Funny how I use the word development all the way through. Where at those ages, parents think development isn't the thing anymore. We just go. Come on, where are we going? Where are we traveling to?
Yeah.
Where can we go far away to get our dicks kicked in? Where we're at. And it's a shame. It's a shame. And I love away trips, and I tell parents all the time, I keep it in the region. We'll have scout teams coming up in 2027, and we will go to those places with the talent to go play. Okay? Because kids want it, and I'm here to give it to them. But the facts of the matter, if you're taking regional teams and you're taking them down south, you're an idiot. And I'm talking about past the Carolinas. Anything past the Carolinas, buy a freaking clue, please. Because you just wasted tons of parents' money. No recruiting's coming from that. Zero, especially if you're a freshman or a sophomore. Buy a clue. But it was a cool to post about it. Post your records. Everyone post your records. Not that you were down there and you think somebody saw me. Post your records. But you're going to run another family down there next year, and another one the next year, and another one the next year. And how many players are actually deserving on these rosters to be there? Maybe 1 or 2? Really deserve to play down that way because people don't even understand it. People don't know what's across the country from them, and people sure as hell don't understand what's down there. Because if you want to go to Georgia, Florida, Texas, hey, babe, you're in big boy territory now. Because you're going to play teams, and we played them with all SEC commits. You like Texas A&M? You like Ole Miss? You like Florida? You think you're good enough because you're going to Ryder? There's levels to this shit, man. And the problem is kids don't understand it. They think they can go to Tennessee. They go, are you okay? The best catcher in Pennsylvania had to come back from Coastal. Pennsylvania, big state. Didn't play. Had to come back. Which is fine. It's not a shot at the kid. It's the point of how hard this is, and nobody gets it. And I literally sat around campfires, air quote, over the last 10 days, and I preached JUCO to these people. I preached it. Preached it.
Yeah.
Save the student loans. See what kind of player you are at 20 years old.
See if you can handle the academic side of it.
Yeah, you want to play Division I baseball? That's your route nowadays.
Yeah, they don't want freshmen. They want transfers.
They don't want freshmen, Greg.
They want kids that are already established. Like you said, can you play at that level? Can you handle the time management? Because if you can't handle JUCO time management, you're not going to handle D1 time management.
well,
and with all the working out, like JUCO don't work out like
180 games over 2 years to play at the JUCO level.
Yeah.
And I know that's not what it's all about, but that matters, the numbers and being able to produce and handle it for the next level, right? And you're spot on. Grades. Can you handle time management? Can you be a college athlete? Those things matter to those guys because they're investing into you too. And their job's on the line. I mean, Rutgers signed all these freshmen last year and they all transferred out. So like that's Rutgers New Brunswick.
Yeah. But I mean we've seen it for as long as we can remember. How many kids started an ECU or a big time school and then they worked their way back? Mm-hmm. Right. And now they're on their second, third school. Right. And just because they think they can play it and then they realize either they can or they're too proud to leave or they just, you come back to a level that you probably should have been at from Jump Street. You probably should have started there and then go forward.
Yeah. Well, how about this? I always say it's not where it starts and where it ends. Right. And
yeah.
I'll use a kid who played here and I'll say his name because I love the kid, Jimmy Bruno. Okay. It was a combat kid. Went to RCGC, won 2 national championships, then went on to Barry University, Miami, really tough. Have to go there. And that's a D2. Played 2 years at the D2 level and then finished his career at Monmouth. What's the better route?
Heck of a career.
Starting at Monmouth and coming home?
Heck of a career. 2 chips.
Yep.
Playing in Miami for a couple years. That's tough life.
Really tough.
And then you finish home at the highest level, right? Monmouth's D1, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You made it finally.
Like, and there's guys who come through here and aren't as good as him that think they can go somewhere besides where he went. That's the misconception, and that's what's wrong with it, Robbie. You want to know what's really wrong with it too? It's a social media game of it.
Because people think they're better than they are.
Yeah, people think they're better than they are, and then people don't understand the position they play matters in recruiting. So if you're a middle guy, you don't have to hit for power like that, right? You have to have the other intangibles. But if you're a corner guy, you better hit for power. If you're a corner outfielder, you better hit for power. If you're a center fielder, you don't need to. If you're a catcher, you don't need to. Right? There's levels to this. And a guy will look at the shortstop next to him and say, well, he's going to this Division I school. I'm better than he is. Well, maybe you are average wise, but you hit for less power than him and you're a corner guy. But everybody's trying to keep up with the Joneses. That's the problem. My buddy made a social media post that he's going here. Well, I got to at least come close to that, or I'm not as good as him. I just dealt with this last year.
Well, I think you said it earlier. You don't know what's out there. You don't know what a kid in Minnesota is doing.
Yeah.
You don't know what some of these moose knucks that are, rightfully probably playing with the Canes look like and play like. You know what I mean? And you're gonna try and compare yourself to them when they're a foot taller than you, 100 pounds bigger, all muscle, right? You don't know what these guys are. So. Yeah.
No, you really don't. You really, truly don't.
But good shit. Can't wait for the next sports pod, the travel ball pod. Got you fired up again.
Yeah. Appreciate
now
it,
that tournament season's over, we'll get you back on there.
Yeah, still got ways to go there.
Oh, you still go through when you go through it? End of August?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
No. Second week August.
Oh, okay.
Same as always.
Yeah. Didn't know if they extended it. I just saw the NHL opening day, September 30th.
Well, we extended it for our 27s. Our 27s play through August.
Okay.
And that's mainly because of the way the recruiting goes.
Right. Remember, we started that, I think, my last year. I had a bunch of
graduate high school in 2027. Correct. Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So they're entering. They just finished their junior year. They're going to be entering their senior year in the fall.
Mm.
So it's nut cutting time for them.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the hard
last
part
chance qualifiers.
the hard part is, the hard part of the whole thing is like kids who play other sports too. Like in the fall, it's so hard to be like a.
Yeah, because football starts up in August.
Yep.
Soccer starts up in August for school.
A bunch of these schools are already having like summer workouts.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Is that even still a thing where kids play multiple sports?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like a thing of the past.
There's definitely less now than there used to be, but there's still a lot of kids that play baseball and football or baseball and soccer. We don't have a whole lot of guys that play basketball because most of them just do their winter workouts for baseball. But a lot of it's a lot of football, a lot of football guys, some soccer guys too.
Yeah,
for sure.
So wait, your 27 team's good. You guys do well at all your tournaments. Are those kids going to play football in the fall?
There's a couple who do, and it's going to hurt their recruiting. Like I had a guy last year, he's my dude, and he was the captain of his football team and a quarterback. Like you're not going to, nor would I stop him from playing football, but it backed up his recruiting, and he's good enough. He's a stud, so he ended up where he should have ended up, but it took a while, and that's okay. But these guys got to know, like, hey, you're playing a little Russian roulette, though. If you're not off the board at the end of the summer, you're playing a little bit of Russian roulette. But if you're good enough, I always said, if you're good enough, somebody will see what I see, and That happened for the one dude, and it'll happen for other guys too. I mean, but it's hard, man. It's hard because some guys got to make a decision, and it's hard.
That's rough. I think that's rough to have to pick a sport at 16 years old and stick with it. I think that's rough. But I was never good at any sports. Not to the level of we're talking about right now by any stretch of the imagination. But I think that would have sucked to have to pick one. And I played them all. I was average at them all. And I love being average at them all. So I can't even imagine being a good athlete at 16 years old. I'm good at football, I'm good at baseball, I'm good at basketball, and going into my junior year of high school, I'm going to pick one.
Yeah.
Like it blows.
Yeah, I played 2 sports through high school. Baseball was always my number one sport, and I feel like I knew that going in. So, like, if there was a conflict of where, like, I had to choose between baseball and soccer, it was always baseball.
I understand that. That's different.
Yeah,
you still play.
So I get it, right? I understand where you're coming from, but I what I'm trying to get at is I think these guys know at a certain point, probably after your freshman year of high school, you probably know what sport you're leaning towards at the very least, right? You might still play football or basketball or soccer or whatever, or baseball or whatever your other sport is, right? But you're going to put more focus in the one sport over the other, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Definitely. All right. Well, what makes sense is we somehow carved 2 hours out of this night, like we always do, because we're absolute animals. We are absolute animals.
That's completely my fault. That's
no. It was great conversation.
It
was great conversation.
When Tom checks in at 47 minutes, you better get a Monster. You better get a fucking coffee. You better get something.
And I drank no caffeine since 11:30 this morning. Think about that.
Good for you, Tom.
Like, I'm on fume, and you guys got me jazzed. Like, you know what I mean? I had nothing left.
No, yourself jazzed.
No one said
any. No one said. The funny part is you're blaming us. You came in and just.
Like, no, I'll take the heat for the last
he missed it.
Conversation. I'll take the heat for the last half-hour conversation. We were talking about like potentially doing aluminum bats in a home run derby, and I brought up the fact that they were changing high school.
Yeah, it did. It is your fault.
We're revamping USA baseball for 45.
And then we're taking down USA baseball. We're canceling high school baseball. We're going torch earth on perfect game.
We just canceled the season.
We're just done. Baseball, American baseball players just give up now.
Yeah,
go play soccer.
Play a game again. Everybody
play soccer.
Asians and Dominicans only.
Sucks too.
Yeah, but they can't play baseball either.
It's true. Go play football. Go play football.
Good shit. Good shit. Thank you, everybody, for joining. It's another edition of A2D Wednesday nights. Ryan Elizik, Rob Brinkman, Boss Man Tom Arnone. I'm Greg Milakovic. We'll see you next week.